Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Off the play fake. Redding. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Infraction, defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Redding. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 6th-year quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
The play fake. Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go now. Set.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Cut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Hubbard, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Ready. Cut.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Redding. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Redding. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. All of a sudden, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Redding. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First down. First and goal, Detroit.
Back to throw. Redding. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Keon Coleman from a yard out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down. Hut.
ETN up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Young. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 34. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Redding. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Ready?
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
On first down, right back to ETN. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. It's out. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Redding throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Off play action. Redding looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now Young. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try and do this himself. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing. Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Okay, right.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Set, ready, cut.
Now here's Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Blue, 32. Ready?
Young will set to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
To kick off.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, nice move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing.
Oh, Young loses it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Third and 12. Looking to throw, Young. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At the 39-yard line.
43. Hut.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Etienne, 59 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Redding. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Lions.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Redding. That'll be caught by St. Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On play action, Young. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Young. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Come on, set. 45, right. Ready?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Well, Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw. Redding. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Young. They'll find McMillan here.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Ready, set.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you that they feel very confident in their running game, that they're very strong at this stage of the contest. They want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ready. 45, wide. Shot, 17. Ready.
Young now. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are right back in this football game. looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Redding. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his receiver to Slaw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
24 yards. And the Lions first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the
Play action. Redding. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
10 black. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready. Set, cut.
Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young to throw it. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It was covered by Brian.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Down. Cut.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Come on. Set. Set.
Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 52 Blues.
They'll throw again. Young. The quick slant caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Ready.
Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They're able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
2nd and 9 now.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
And the Lions 1st down.
Off the play fake. Redding.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Redding. This is Coleman with a grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Gibbs showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.